Now that we have the old developer removed, this is our old developer. So what we do right now is, this is the new developer. This is where you open the new developer and get a sheet of paper. Then let's pour out the new developer gently. Now this is our new developer. So what we're just going to do right now is we're going to ensure that we pour the new developer into the tank. So how do we do that? Of course, you can see what I'm doing through this hole here, right here. We're going to gently pour this thing and carefully pour it gently. Everything cannot go in just at once. So you can see it's filled up right now. In order not to waste your developer, you do it gradually now, because you just have to roll this in to get the developer in. Then when you are done rolling it, pick again and continue. This is one of the easiest way to refill our developer tank. It may take you a little time, but so you do this repeatedly until your developer tank is gauged. This thing never come to them. Yes. Which one? This is the way they do. That is an indication of bad developer. Now, how do you know that your developer is gauged? Number one, when you no longer see spaces like this that is not covered, when the entire mylar surface is covered, as you're rolling and you discover that the entire mylar surface is covered, is accurately covered, then you will feel it's not going to be freely as it was when it was empty. When you are rolling it, it will be a little bit stronger. It will not be as free as it was when it was empty. Okay, you can see here now, it's still showing me that there's still some emptiness somewhere around here. So you continue to add more until the entire mylar is covered. Okay, so right now I think our developer is gauged, but there's a need for me to actually do some adjustment because the impression seems too high right now. You can see there is too much of surplus of developer on the mylar. So if you leave it like this, your developer may be pouring, and that can also, be damaging to your printer. So just going to open it and adjust the developer a little bit. So what will I do? I pull this one out backward so that I can take off this cover. This is how the cover was. So I pull it out, I slide it backward, then I take this one out. Then you can see we have knot here, we have knot here, we have knot here. So all I'm going to do right now is to loosen this knot, loosen this one, and loosen this one too. Then all I needed to do is a little bit press down this adjuster. This is to adjust how surplus you want your developer to be supplied, or how little you want it to be supplied. That tells on your impression. So what I'm just going to do right now is return it a little bit to reduce the supply of the developer. You can see the surplusity reduces. So I still take it down a little. So if I'm satisfied from this end, I will tighten it. Let me still take it down a little. Good. All right. So I can now tighten this side back, and come over to this side. Take it down also a little. You can actually use your hand if you are good. So you can see it's no longer as surplus as it was. Then you tighten it back to, then tighten the center. Good. Then we're good to go. So now the cover, of course, you can see there is a film here. There is a protective film here, and on this side. Those protective films are supposed to enter inside of these holes, this hole and this hole. So what you do, you make sure that those holes are directly facing those protective film right there. Then you set it. When it keys, then you slide it forward. You push it forward. When you are removing it, you pulled it back, but now you are pushing it forward. Then you now make sure you slot this into that hole. good to go. We're good to go. And so now we are back to the machine. We're just going to slot in our developer and try to test it to see how it's working. So remember, we pull it out right from the developer unit. So we're just going to slot it back gently. Then we connect the connector back. Then of course, remember we took out a drum unit. Then we also watch carefully and ensure that it is well positioned so that you don't end up injuring your drum while making an attempt. Now remember to push it down and remember to jam this so that you can have a free lock. Push the tank itself down very well, then jam the drum softly, not too hard, so that you can have a free lock. Sometimes when you don't push it enough, it becomes difficult to lock it, and when it is not appropriately locked, that can also even damage your drum. So ensure that you have a free lock and we are good to go. Return the waste tuner tank, close your door. Then our machine is ready to fire on.